What's up, you guys? Mighty Mike here, and I'm super excited to be able to do this video for you guys about finding deals in 2022. I wrote the book, Finding Motivated Sellers and Closing the Deal. If you haven't got that, comment below. I will send you a free copy. One of the things I'm super excited about for 2022 is dialing in the softwares that I'm going to be using, because I've been reviewing all of 2021. I've just been like building up this engine so that I can go out there and actually like have a system. So like when I built my legal company, when I built my marketing company, I had systems in place and put them in place so that, and it took me a while, but once I had those systems in place, I was actually able to double down my focus on specifically on serving the customer at the highest level. And as a realtor, this is super essential. So today we're going to dive into a few of the softwares that I've been reviewing and tell you why I'm choosing the one that I'm choosing. So don't go anywhere. Get out your notepad, your pen, and this is like a special masterclass on being able to find deals, but specifically reviewing 3 of the top softwares. Okay. And then we're going to dive into it here in just a sec. You are listening
to the Mighty Mike Show.
Mighty Mike Show.
Real estate, it's not for the faint-hearted.
Most people are doing it for the safety and security to have some form of lifestyle that they don't have now.
I would literally just go around and start knocking on doors or cold calling Zillow for sale by owners.
Just take action.
You don't need to do any sales. If you are just adding value and providing value to people, it will come to you.
Your income, your life is all going to come back to the connections that you have.
And you are listening to the Mighty Mike Show.
All right, you guys. So welcome to the show. If you're new to the channel, definitely hit the subscribe button down there. Subscribe to the show. If you're on LinkedIn, you got to tag a friend who's in real estate and let them know about my channel. Mighty Mike Reed is the brand. It's the name. It's my website. It's everything, right? Being a former marketer, I guess I'm still a marketer, but I don't run Mighty Website Builder. I got a team of people helping me take care of that. And so for real estate, I've kind of just like dove in head first. So today we're going to dive right into these softwares. So there's a few different softwares we're going to review. Okay. Not that one. Okay. The first software we're going to review, check out my cool little art that I have on my desktop here. Okay. All right. So we are going to review 3 different software. So the first one we're going to review is Propstream. Now we're actually going to go through these very quickly, and I'm going to show you. So there's Propstream, Flipster. Let me go back to this screen right here for now. So for now, there's Propstream. Okay. There's Flipster, and then there's Batchleads. And I'm going to show you the search functions of each and why, which software I decided to choose at the end of today's video. So if you understand Propstream, let me go bigger here. If you understand Propstream, it's actually like one of the older, they just got bought by Stewart Title, I think is what it's called. And so they actually have a lot of data, a ton of data. For Stewart Title's been in business for a long time. I just had Burton on the show, one of their main marketing guys. So really quick, I don't want this video to go too long, so I'm just going to dive right into it. If I'm searching for properties in Orlando, Florida, it's going to bring up all the properties over here on the right. And you're going to see that. We're going to kind of do this step by step on each of them. So, okay, let's come over here to Flipster, Orlando. I already have it pulled up here. It doesn't really pull up properties right away. Like you have to click on one of these lead types in order to get it. So let's just say, let's see, what does it show up over here? There's a bunch of them here. Liens, pre-foreclosure. So it says there's 178 pre-foreclosures. So let's click on pre-foreclosure and search. Okay, it says you got 0 results. So we don't have anything there yet. All right, let's see what else we got here. Liens. Doesn't have liens. Okay, what else? What does it have? It has free and clear, out-of-state owners, bank-owned, REO. So REO properties, we come up with 512 REO properties. And I'll go into that in a little bit, what that means. But here's REO properties. They do offer bank-owned, which is real estate-owned properties. So let's click search. It says there's 0. Let's make sure I'm not doing something wrong here. Orlando, Florida, right? REO. Okay, yeah, nothing there. Nothing's coming up. Let's go customize your search. So there's other things you could customize, but basically nothing showing up for bank owned or pre-foreclosure. Not sure what's going on with Flipster. So that's actually going to be a theme that we're going to have to come back to. But for now, let's go give Batchleads a chance. Okay, this is Batchleads. And we can search out filters, but it says there's 313 total records found. Very similar setup. That was the total, right? Very similar setup to Propstream. So if I come over here to my filters, I can actually filter out as well. So I think I clicked on, what did I click on? Pre-foreclosures. What did I do? Yeah, I did bank owned, right? Bank owned. So if I come back over here and I go pre-foreclosures, I can go over here and say, I could say bank owned. Let's see here. Actually, it's liens, mortgage. There's a bunch of different ways. Just to keep it easy, actually, let's just go pre-foreclosures and just say all. We're just going to check all. Okay, go apply. And then we're going to go back over here to Propstream. I know this is a little crazy right now, but just bear with me. Pre-foreclosures, it says there's 1,253 or 1,000. Yeah, okay. And then let's go back to Batchleads. It says there's 332. So pre-foreclosures. All right, so I can add a filter that would show up across the bottom. I'm not trying to do that. Let's just close the filter. Okay, so see, now I have set 332 found. All right, so this is just kind of the search function of each of these so far, just kind of being transparent about each of them and how it works, okay? Propstream, of course, the data so far, like it just, it's bringing back more data of things that are in pre-foreclosure. Now, how to filter through these, you can actually just scroll down and click on them and be able to find leads and actually go through them and look at them. However, there's a couple things to consider. Because they have on-market leads, when you click on pre-foreclosure, you actually have to come up here and hit filter, just like I did on Batchleads. See, I actually could have, I could have come down here and clicked on pre-foreclosure, actually, 202. So let me just select that, actually. Yeah. So it actually gave us less when I did that. Interesting. So if I do pre-foreclosure list there and I do pre-foreclosure list here, I have 1,200 and here I have 200. So just kind of going through the search function here, you see they have their little tabs across the bottom. Propstream has their tabs across the top. That's the difference. The filter button is here. The Batchleads filter button is right here. But anyways, so we have our search. Now that you've kind of went through the properties, you got to filter through them. That's what I started to do. So, but what you have to do when you have to filter out. Okay, so this is back to Propstream here, and now we're gonna update our filter a little bit. So you can change occupancy status and stuff like that. They have like pre-list, quick list. That's kind of what these buttons are, right? And you can select it and it'll add all the filters right here. Some people get confused as they're clicking here and they're changing stuff. As you're clicking and changing stuff, it actually adds it over here on the right-hand side to make it a little bit easier for you to keep track of what you're changing on here. All right, so Batchleads, you saw the same kind of thing. As we were changing stuff, it started adding it over here. So I added all of them. Okay, all right. So real quick, so what we need to do is we need to take the on-market ones and say no, because we don't want properties that are on the market. We want properties that are off market, maybe, right? So let's hit that. We added that. The thing I like about Propstream, okay, I messed that up. So the thing I like about Propstream is that as you're doing it, it changes. You could see it change over on the right-hand side. It's one thing I really like. So if I go MLS, no, it updates it. And then if I go, these are only pre-foreclosures, I can actually come over here and change exactly what kind of pre-foreclosures I want. I can do loan, like there's a whole bunch of different ways to go about this, you guys, but I just wanted to give you an idea of the different softwares and how they work, because honestly, like you can get overwhelmed trying to figure out all the different stuff that it can do, but just a couple little things that I like to use. estimated equity. I want to estimate the equity is at least 50%. They own at least 50% of their home. All right, there you go. So let me X out of that. Those are the only 3 filters. We have 726. That's a pretty solid list. If you were going to mail, if you're going to call, if you're going to do driving for dollars, it's a pretty solid list of people who are behind on their mortgage, but they actually own more than 50% of this. Okay, so bear with me because we're going to get to how to actually reach out to these people in a second. So again, mortgage info. Let's see here. Valuation and equity. Here you go. So estimated equity, very similar, right? Very similar. Apply. All right. And it says here 500 or 215. So I had to hit apply for it to show up. I'm not sure what's going on. I think my mouse is being weird, scrolling weird. But 215 show up. On this one, I have 726. They just have more data is what I'm noticing. But now let's move on. Let's just say this is our list because we could dial this even more, by the way. And Flipster over here, I don't even know what to say or what to do over here. There's nothing showing up. So let me actually try to hit search on nothing. Yeah, it won't search if you have nothing in here. So let's just type a 2 in there, see what that does. Yeah, nothing. So I can't waste my time with that. So we'll come back to that in a second. But so right now we're up to Propstream and Batchleads. We're trying to find property. So this is our list. So now what they do is they're very different. So Propstream's data will allow you to take this list. We just click on unique properties. It highlights all 726. I can add these to a list. Right, here's an equity list. I can say 50% equity, save it, or I could create a new list and then just hit save. And I've just added these 726, okay, to my property. So now I can come over here to my properties, and they are in my Orlando equity. So if I click on here, this list used to be about 900 because I actually paid for the skip tracing on them. So if you look, if I select this, I can actually take this whole list and just add to my skip tracing. So same thing here. Let's go back one thing at a time, right? So let's take our whole list, select all 215. All right. And then we're going to add them to a list. Orlando, 50% equity. All right. Select the tag. We can do a tag if we want, or we can just use a previous tag. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take that 50% equity list, and we can come over here to our properties, and we can select the properties that we're looking for, save filters, and actually take this whole list. And what's cool about what I really like about Batchleads is they actually have one of the best skip tracing platforms. So you can actually take the whole list and skip trace it. You can send it to skip tracing. Now, I will tell you the skip tracing data is better than Propstream's skip tracing data. If I come over here to Propstream's skip tracing, you can actually pay 12 cents and then 10 cents if you have the list automator. It's very similar to Batchleads. They actually charge 14 cents for skip tracing, but their data comes back a lot better. And I'm not sure where they're getting their data from, but it comes back, their skip tracing comes back a lot better than, all right, see, here's my code violation. So I can actually, and what they do is they allow you to just, I'm trying to download the list. I don't want to download the list. Let's see here, results. Oh yeah. So if I would have skip traced it, you actually have to download it or push it over, add to, you can actually add it to your list. So kind of wrapping things up here, if I just skip traced, okay, for those, I know there's some missing elements here, you guys, but if you skip trace this list, okay, it's going to give you the data for you to be able to download or put into a campaign. So the campaign for both of these, whether the campaign is basically where you're trying to reach out to them. So the campaign for both, whether you're trying to send it to mailers or where you're trying to call them, they actually let you create a website here on Propstream. So like this is the website that they gave me when I, that I set up specific to people that maybe I mail them and I give them like a domain that says Orlando Cash Offer, and it'll just land them on this page so they could come over here and put their data in and kind of re-verify this is a good lead and put them right into my CRM, whatever CRM I want to use. So it's pretty powerful. And you can go in there and edit the website. But these 919 people received letters from me and phone calls and stuff like that. But when I ran this campaign in Propstream, the data for the phone numbers came back really bad. I mean, I was like probably 30%. I have some VAs calling, and it was really bad. Entire days of no contacts that were homeowners. That was really bad. Versus Propstream, versus Batchleads, the actual, a couple things. So the data, we only got like 200 right here in their search, right? In their list search. We only got about 200 that we were actually trying to get a hold of 50% equity owners in Orlando. So you have to ask yourself, like, what do I need the most? Do I need, maybe, so what I decided to do, okay, after going through all this and spending a few $100s on Flipster and spending money on Batchleads, I decided I was going to pull data from Propstream using their, I think it's more data that I just get more out of it, and then go ahead and upload it to this last portion I want to show you guys, which is the texting feature inside of Batch. It is powerful. So I don't know that there's any other platform. While this loads, I'm going to come back over here. I don't know that there's any other platform that will do it like this. I know with these guys, you can actually do a couple things. Let me go here. View activity. So you can't drop voicemails anymore. You can do email marketing, but if you do email marketing to the list and try to get them to come to the website, it costs more money. So let's just go done. I gotta put something in here. So done. Okay, it takes me over here. And if I want to send this list out, I think I have to look at it again, but it's about $50 to send this email. Now, this could be powerful because if you really drilled in on this list, I mean, $50 to send it to 1,000 people. I mean, if you've ever tried to send that many emails to people, you'll know you get marked spam fast. So to have them take care of it for you and you have a decent deliverability rate, I don't know that to be true, but if you did, then it would definitely be worth it. Definitely. Okay. But skip tracing, not very good. The texting, they don't have texting platform through here as far as I know. Yeah, they have a postcard. They'll send out postcards for you, which is pretty nice. The one last thing I want to say about Propstream is this list automator. So if you have the list automator, let's say the 50% equity list I just pulled, right? If anybody all of a sudden paid more of their house off and they got added to that 50% equity, using list automator, they would automatically get added to your list. So you didn't have to do another search. They just got added to your list again. Super powerful. There's this kind of list automation thing that's going on right now where it's like you did a search already. They already know what you're looking for. So they just go ahead and update the list and let you know. Like I get emails all the time to say, hey, 3 more people were added to your Orlando vacants, 50% or more equity. And that could be too because they went into pre-foreclosure. So these are all people who 50% or more equity that are in pre-foreclosure. So that way I could just reach out to those 3 people because that was super recent that they got added to that list, if that makes sense. So, all right. Oh, here we go. So I can actually go over here and text these people and actually reach out to people directly. Let me go back to no status. I don't want to show all that. But basically, these are conversations that I'm having with these people. Let me go back to the campaign here. So if I go back to campaigns, I just want to show you this real quick. I'm not going to do a deep dive into this, but let's see here. We want to look at old campaigns. Yeah, let's look at old campaigns. Orlando. The campaign's already finished. Let me see. Active. Yeah. Archive campaign or old campaign. Let's go all campaign. Here you go. So if you go to all campaigns and you click on like continue, what it does is, and it doesn't show it right now, but what it does is it say, hey John, right? And you're actually able to send, 1,000 of messages. I can send 1,000 messages per day using this platform, and it costs me probably about $50 a day if I want to text them. But I'm having like hand-to-hand combat. I'm having like, they call it hand-to-hand combat. Like I'm going out there and actually having conversations with folks to be able to see if they want to sell their home. This is powerful. Just the sheer numbers of being able to reach out to that many people is insane. And if you utilize this kind of stuff, even though it can be kind of expensive, it is so powerful. And so when I'm reviewing the 3 softwares this year that I've decided to use in 2022, between Propstream and I really like Propstream's search feature, but when it comes to the data, like what you do with the data once you have it, it kind of falls short. Like the skip tracing them, I like that how it just takes the filter, puts it right into skip tracing, but the data is not great. And then I like that once I have the data that I can put it into campaigns, but then I can't text them, and the voicemail feature doesn't even work. If you select it, it says you can't do it. So they need to just remove that if they can't do it. And then email marketing is good, but it costs you more money, which I know it takes them more time. Postcards are great, of course, just an extra fee, which is fine because they kind of do it all for you, which is pretty cool. But the idea that I can actually find a list. Now, my list wasn't very big. Like this list ended up only being 215. If that was only 215 of the most recent ready to go people, then that would be perfect. That would be fine. This particular list was a code violation list that I pulled. And that today, you guys, is my golden nugget that I want to share with you when it comes to finding deals. Orlando allows you to pull code violation lists directly, and then you can put them into Batchleads. I have a code down below. You guys can click the link. I get like $20, and then you guys get 500 free leads, I think is what it is, or 500 skip traces for $1 or something like that. And what it is when you get in there, you can actually take your list, upload it, and it'll give you the phone numbers. And the data is pretty darn good. We've been testing the data. It's at least 75% correct versus Propstream's data, which wasn't great. I will tell you that it does get more expensive. Like I can do 1,000 a day because you have to pay for the phone numbers. So let's go through that really quick. So sorry, Propstream. There's not much else to say when it comes to the search features. I'd love for Jerry to reach out to me to let me know if there's something I'm missing here. But yeah, Flipster, not even worth looking at. Okay. In my opinion. Okay. So here's Propstream. Propstream starts at $99 a month. I have a link for them as well if you want to check them out. They give you a 7-day free trial. They got little add-ons. I told you about the list automator. And then you can add this thing I do like because you can have additional team members that you add on. And if you have scouts, like just people that are going around and bird dogging or, doing driving for dollars for you, you can actually add them for free, which is pretty cool. I like that. And then they got their marketing tools laid out here as well. So not bad. Not great skip tracing data, but that's the pricing is pretty fair. And let's go to Flipster last. Okay. Batch. Okay. It says $39 a month, but actually in order to, in order to have their search feature, it's $39 a month, but then they charge you an additional, let's see, where's it at? Yeah, $69 a month for the skip tracing. So for roughly $100, you'll be able to pull the lists and to skip trace. It's around $100 as well. I have the performance package, and I bought all the phone numbers, so 4 phone numbers. So for me, it's about $200 a month, but I'm able to text 1,000 people a day, which is way better. Okay, that's awesome. So it's just a big question. The question comes down to, do you want to skip trace them and actually text them and have that hand-to-hand combat with them where you're actually like getting in the trenches and finding deals? Or are you just wanting to blast out mailers? Because if all you want to do is blast out mailers, I think that Propstream is a better option, because Propstream, you'll actually be able to just find big lists of homeowners, and then for $100 a month, and then down here it says the professional postcards are 40 cents each. You can blast those out, and that's pretty cheap. I mean, that's really cheap, actually. Not too sure about the emails, but because you could probably sign up for Twilio or something like that and be able to text as well. So, all right, guys, I hope this was helpful. I'm going to keep using Batchleads as my texting and my platform for basically reaching out, seeing who wants to raise their hand for selling their home. And I'm going to go back to Propstream to pull lists, because like I said earlier, their ability to find 1,200 pre-foreclosures versus Batchleads only 200. That says it all right there. Like, I can't just use Batchleads. I mean, where'd the other 1,000 people come from, right? So this is where the power of data. This is where Propstream's, if they had a superpower, it would be data. Okay, if Batchleads had a superpower, it would be their texting platform and the ability to. It does cost you more money, but they have figured this out. They figured out the cell phone carriers, how to get around the cell phone carriers. Seeing that you're sending the same message to everybody, there's a certain way of doing it. I'll do a deep dive on how to do that later, or you can click the link in the description all about it. But yeah, Batchleads is what I'm going to use for reaching out. And Flipster, I did a whole video about Flipster. You can click the link over here somewhere and watch a video all about Flipster. I did a full review on them. And then that's pretty much it, guys. Definitely get your code violation list from your county. And I appreciate you guys watching the show. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. Mighty Mike helps you buy it right and sell without a fight here in Orlando, Florida. If you're a real estate agent and you're looking for some coaching, you can reach out to me, mightymentor.net, and book a one-on-one free consultation with me, okay? Thanks, guys, so much. And we will see you guys on the next episode. Subscribe, hit the like, do the thing. All right, guys. See ya.